And with that, let us say welcome to the Bearcat Den on the campus of Virginia High School in Bristol. It's the Group AA quarterfinals for the 94-95 tournament, and we're glad to have you along with us. This is PJ Grinsell. Our producer, Gwen Lane, is also our videographer tonight. We'd like to welcome you in as this is STE Cablevision Channel 30's coverage of Gate City High School Blue Devil basketball. Also pleased to be broadcast tonight to the auditorium and the outskirts of the gymnasium area here at Bristol, Virginia High School. Gate City, it's the second time in 3 years, has made it back to the quarterfinals of the Group AA tournament. They're facing Liberty tonight. The Minutemen 21-4, the Blue Devils 21-2 on the year. And now we're having the introduction of the starting lineups for the Liberty Minutemen. We'll go over there shortly. Gate City under head coach Greg Irvin. Liberty is under head coach Mark Hanks. A matchup of two of the top teams in the state. Liberty in the last Associated Press poll ranked at number 4. Gate City was at number 6. So two of the top teams in all of Group AA. The winner here earns a right to play in the Final Four. It'll be a week from today at the Vine Center on the campus of Liberty University in Lynchburg. So the starting lineup for Liberty introduced. We'll go over that momentarily, but let's turn our thoughts now to the Region 4 champions for the second time in 3 years, the Gate City High School Blue Devils. We'll begin with the starting lineup. Looks like this. Chad Carter is a 5'6" senior guard. He's the point guard, has played so well throughout the year. At the wing position, it's Shannon Carter, a senior. He's gone over the 1,000-point mark in his career. Wendell Jones, a sharpshooter from the outside, mans the other wing position. Wendell, the 7th best three-point shooter in the league this year. Jason Haynes, the 6'7" giant in the middle, and he's joined in the front court by Jeff Fields, senior for Gate City. The Blue Devils look like this. They have 4 seniors in the starting lineup and 1 junior, that is Haynes. 2 years ago, Gate City played against Martinsville on the road in the Group AA quarterfinals and lost 64-46 to legendary head coach Husky Hall. Liberty, the runner-up in Region 3, they lost the championship game to Roanoke Northside, which is hosting Christiansburg tomorrow night. Gate City has won 11 consecutive games. On the floor for the Liberty Minutemen, looks like this. Greg Reynolds is one guard, as well as J.J. Coles. Also in there is Steve Schrader. He is the top scorer, as well as Zach St. Clair. He is number 22. And the final piece of the starting puzzle is, I believe, Mike Paget. No, it's going to be 34, Brian Long. So those are the starting 5 for Liberty. Gate City will be shooting at the goal to our left, Liberty to our right. Devils wearing the home white uniforms. Minutemen are clad in the dark uniforms with white stripes up the side. And we're just about set before a capacity crowd. And the tip is off of Schrader and comes down to the Minutemen. And Liberty will bring it forward. Two longtime friends coaching against one another tonight. Driving in is Reynolds. He goes all the way, lays it up, and it rolls in. And Liberty is on top 2-0 against Gate City. And again, the Minutemen put light pressure on in the backcourt. Shannon Carter, possible all-stater, into the forecourt. Goes by Reynolds. He'll drive, pull up on the run. It's going to rattle out no good. Rebound off of Liberty, but it's taken by Schrader. It was tipped to him by Coles, and Coles will bring it up the floor for Liberty. It's 2-0. Minutemen lead on top of Gate City. Schrader outside the arc, passes this side. Coles will drive, pull up to the free throw line, too hard, and Jeff Fields clears out for the Blue Devils, whips it out to Shannon Carter, and the Devils are in transition into the forecourt. Shannon kicks it out, almost thrown away, but Chad Carter picks it up. He'll spot up for a 3 outside the arc. It's no good, off to the left side, and picked up by Coles. The Minutemen lead 2-0, and they're in transition into the front court. Bounce pass, right side. Here's a long three-pointer up and no good, and Fields his second consecutive rebound. That shot was taken by Reynolds. And the Devils will slow it down. Greg Irvin and Mark Hanks were assistant coaches to Pat Burns of Pulaski County back in the late 80s. As Shannon Carter spins, looks for help. Finally, he finds Jason Haynes in the corner. Wendell from 3. It's up. It's no good. And the rebound comes down, kicked off of several players. Haynes battles for the rebound, but it comes down. He does save it. What a remarkable job by Haynes for Gate City. Chad Carter between the circles. A packed house here at the Devil's Den. The winner goes to Liberty, and the loser is out for the rest of the year. And there's a foul called as Shannon Carter drive to the hoop. And it's going to be called on the Minuteman, and let's see upon whom. They'll call it upon number 3, Greg Reynolds. He's got his first. And a substitution for the Blue Devils. Jeff Fields will go to the bench as Josh Shoemaker, the 6'5" sophomore, top 6 men for the Blue Devils, has checked in. Wendell bounce pass into Shannon, knocked away nicely by Reynolds, and the Minutemen come up with a turnover. It's 2-0 Liberty on top of Gate City, a minute and a half into the game. Coles on the near wing. He's got Wendell on him in this man-to-man set play by Gate City. Devils have won 11 consecutive and have not lost to a Virginia team since Blacksburg a year ago. On the far wing, Reynolds puts it out high. Ball is in the hands of St. Clair as he holds it against Chad Carter. Breakdown in the defense and an open layup on the interior. Greg Reynolds has all 4 of the Liberty points. Devils trail 4-0. Shoemaker tries to work it into the forecourt, and the agile sophomore does. Devils fighting for their first ever trip to the Final Four. Liberty also looking for its first trip as well. Chad Carter outside the arc tried to bounce it down low, and Haynes was a little out of position. Chad was screened away from the player, and the Devils trail at 4-0, and they'll give the basketball up with 5:44 to play in the first quarter. Greg Irvin in his first year taking over for Sandy Blackwell, who was the coach of this team 2 years ago when they lost to Martinsville. Out on the far wing, ball is in the hands of St. Clair. Shoemaker guards him. Now out high, Reynolds with the basketball, goes off a screen, tries to drive, bounces it back to Coles, who is cut off from the interior. Driving, this is dishing off inside. Schrader, can he save it? He does indeed, but it's taken away by Haynes. It was thrown away by St. Clair, and Haynes picked it up. And the Devils trail 4-0 into the forecourt. They whip it to Shannon Carter. He's got over 1,200 points in his career. Knocked away as he went up for the shot. Coles, it's actually Reynolds with the ball. Comes down 3-on-1. Shovels it off to the left. The shot is good. Made by Coles. So the backcourt combination of Reynolds and Coles have all 6 of the Liberty points. And the ball is stolen away in the pressure in the backcourt. Reynolds holds it up. Kicks it out to Coles. Cross court he goes. St. Clair drives. He puts it up. Shoemaker blocked the shot for Gate City. And the Devils going to have to control the ball much better against this pressure defense in the backcourt played by Liberty. They come from the Seminole District where they won the regular season title. Over in the far wing, Shannon Carter had 42 against Blacksburg in the regional semifinals at Gate City. Shannon calls out the play. Man-to-man played by Liberty. He's pinned, gets it out to Shoemaker. Josh looking for help outside the arc on the right side. 4:25 to play in the first. Josh dribbles it way outside here in Bristol. On a neutral court, Shannon Carter will drive. He's pinned, double team, looking for help. Kicks it out to Shoemaker as the Minutemen playing stiff defense. Shoemaker on the baseline goes up. His shot no good, and Schrader came down with a one-handed rebound, and the Minutemen push it into the forecourt. They've owned the first 2 minutes in the game. Coles out looking. He gets it to Reynolds. Down low they go. Schrader, the top scorer. Hook shot no good. Haynes with a mighty rebound as they're banging down low, and the officials are not blowing the whistle, but they're going to let them play physical. Chad driving through a maze of defenders, kicks it over to Shue on the wing. He looks outside, nobody to go to, and Chad Carter comes over. Shannon, top of the circle, drives, spins on Reynolds, puts it up over Schrader. It's no good. Wild shot comes down Shannon. He'll go up strong with it, and the Devils are on the board. 3.5 to play in the first quarter. First points of the game for Gate City go to Shannon Carter. Into the forecourt, the pass was knocked away or was it thrown away? They'll say last touch by Liberty, and the ball goes to the Blue Devils. And we have a timeout. No. Substitutions into the game. Chad Beasley is in. Zach Page is in as Haynes and Wendell Jones sit down for Gate City. Also for the Minutemen, substitutions, it's 32, Mike Padgett into the game. Also is number 10, Chris Ridgway for Liberty. Also in there is 24, and that's Robert Carson. So they substitute quite a bit through the Minutemen, and they bring 3 in on that exchange. Double team pressure on Shannon Carter. He'll have to earn his keep tonight. Goes by everybody pinned on the baseline as he'll kick it out to Zach Page. Back to Shannon as the Devils now going with the smaller lineup. They have 2 sophomores playing the post positions. It's Beasley and Shoemaker. Shannon Carter drives, pulls up over a man, rattles out no good. Beasley had a hand on it. It's tapped back to Beasley. He'll go up, and Shoemaker gathers the rebound, and they're going to call a foul on the putback. Let's see upon whom it's called. They may call it on Liberty. Let's see. It is called on the Minutemen, and it's whistled on number 24 of Liberty. That's Robert Carson. He's a 6-foot freshman guard, and he is called for his first foul. 2 on the Minutemen. Devils have yet to commit an infraction. 3:04 left to play in the first. It's 6-2. Liberty leads it. Lob into Shannon in the lane. He'll drive to the hoop. It's up. No good. Rebound comes down. Beasley tied up with Schrader, and Schrader gets the best of it, and the Minutemen push it up the floor. Into the forecourt. This is Ridgway. He'll kick it outside as Reynolds has the ball. Zach Page, a top defender for Gate City all over him. Ridgway from 3, and the freshman shot is up and good. Actually, Ridgway a sophomore, and it's 9-2 in favor of the Minutemen as the guards are doing the job for Liberty tonight. Minutemen by 7. Devils into the forecourt. Shoemaker has his man go by him. Kicks it out to Chad Carter as the intensity has picked up quite a bit here in the last moment or so. Chad outside the arc. He is played out there by Carson. As Liberty not allowing a lot of passing room on the interior. Haynes set to check back in as Shannon takes it out high, trying to dribble, finds some room, pulls up over Reynolds. It's no good. Rebound Beasley for Gate City. He takes it up, no good, but he does draw a foul on the inside. It'll be number 3 called on the Minutemen, and we'll see upon whom it's whistled. Looks like they're going to call number 50, and that is Steve Schrader for the Minutemen of Liberty. His first team foul, number 3, and Schrader goes to the bench. Hanks likes to substitute quite a bit. He learned his craft under Bob Johnson, where he played high school, actually played college basketball at Emory-Henry in the early 80s. And this is Chad Beasley, the sophomore for the Blue Devils, goes to the line for the first time tonight. Here's the toss, and it rattles out no good. Beasley on the year, shooting about 40.5% from the line. He'll have one more. Second offering on the way from the sophomore, and it is good. And the Devils pull within 6. And Gate City has a player in. It's Jason Haynes. Shannon Carter has 2. Chad Beasley 1 for Gate City. For the Minutemen of Liberty, it's Greg Reynolds with 4. 2 for J.J. Coles and 3 for Chris Ridgway. And that's how the scoring has gone. Outside, Ridgway had that 3 moments ago. He plays on the right wing, drives against Page, gets him in the air, shovel shot. Oh, no good. And the rebound comes down to Haynes of Gate City. Haynes has got about a half dozen already. 1:53 to play in the first quarter. Shannon going by a defender. New into the game is 20, Ryan Stevens for the Minutemen. Down low they go to Haynes. He beat his man. He goes up and scores as he got position on 32. Mike Padgett on the inside. That's where the advantage may lie for Gate City. Devils trail 9-5. Minutemen into the forecourt. Ball's in the hands of Carson. Kicks it on the wing into the game for the Minutemen. That was Arrington on this wing. Ball is in the hands of Stevens. Into the paint. It was Ridgway stumbling. Chad Carter over there as well. And let's see who comes up with it. The ball is all over the place. Players going for it. And it's rejected by Haynes. A mighty block on the interior. Outside, Carson. They get it down low. Knocked away on the baseline. Driving. Nowhere to go. They try to shovel it inside. Taken away by Haynes. Gets it off to Carter. He outruns everybody. Takes it in. And he missed the slam, but it went in anyway. Shannon Carter's got 4. It's 9-7 in favor of Liberty. Devils have cut it to 2. Outside they go. Ball is in the hands of Padgett on the wing. Open. The shot no good for 3. It was taken by Arrington, and Shoemaker got the ball, and coming down with it, the Minuteman, Stevens, and he'll kick it out. Here's the shot, and it is good by Carson. A wild and woolly first quarter here. It's 11-7 in favor of the Minutemen. Shoemaker looking and finally gets it off to Zach Page. Back to Shoemaker with 37 seconds to play in the first. Devils trail by 4 here in the Group AA quarterfinal. Double team, and they just do beat the 10-second count. Shoemaker lost it to Chad Carter, and he'll hold things up. 26 seconds to play in the first. Shoemaker kicks it over to Shannon Carter. The Minutemen rotating lots of people in. They've gone already 9 deep in the rotation. Zach Page holding the ball. He wants to give off to somebody with 12 seconds left. They want to go to Shannon Carter, but they've got a man all over him with 8 seconds to play. They're looking for Shannon with 6 to play. He comes off a screen on the right wing, takes the handoff, drives, pulls up with 2 seconds, down low to Shoemaker. He shoots and he scores at the buzzer, and the Devils cut it to an 11-9 lead. Josh Shoemaker with a basket at the buzzer, and the Devils trailed by as many as 7 in the first period, cut it to 2, and at the end of 1 in the Virginia High School League Group AA tournament in the quarterfinals, it's Liberty 11, Gate City 9. Come back with us as this is Big Blue Basketball on STE Cablevision Channel 30. Back at Bristol, Virginia, Gate City and Liberty meeting in the Group AA quarterfinal. The winner will go on to face the winner of Warren County and Nansemond River in the Group AA semifinals at Liberty University on the campus of Liberty at the Vine Center. Devils trail by 2, 11-9 as we start the second quarter. Chad Carter gives off to Shannon as they're hounding him on defense. Kicks it outside to Wendell as Liberty is really collapsing down now in this laid-back man-to-man. Wendell looking and just does. He did not beat the 5-second count. The pressure was too much, and the Devils did not offer to help out. Nobody came around the perimeter to take the outlet pass, and the Devils give it up on the ferocious defense played by Liberty to start the second quarter. So the Minutemen lead by 2, and they'll bring it into the forecourt. On the far wing, ball is in the hands of St. Clair. Now out front, it's J.J. Coles. On the wing, this is Greg Reynolds. He had 4 in the first quarter. Half minute into the second period. Devils down by 2. It's 11-9. They go to Schrader, the big man. He got position on the inside, and Haynes bumped him on the way up. It's a foul called on the 6'7" junior of Gate City, Jason Haynes. It is his first and team number 1 called upon the Devils. And that will send Steve Schrader to the line to shoot 2. Schrader, a 6'4" senior. He's the top scorer for Liberty on the year. 13-point average in the regular season. He hit 77% of his shots from the floor during the regular season. An amazing mark for this young man as he misses the first toss, though, and it stays 11-9. Schrader will have one more. 7:17 to play in the second. He clanks it off the back of the iron. No, it went in. Took a kind bounce off the rim, and it's a 3-point lead for Liberty. Shoemaker against a 4-defender pressure in the backcourt. He's going to have to hurry as the Devils not responding well. Finally kick it off to Wendell as he beats the 10 count into the forecourt. Greg Irvin of Gate City knew this was coming. Chad dishes off on the wing. Haynes drives off the glass. It's good. Bodies flying everywhere inside as Chad Carter was going full speed ahead. And Jason Haynes now has 4 points in the game. And it's 12-11. Devils as close as they have been in this game. Down low they go. Schrader on the blocks. Got position. Rejected by Shoemaker. And the rebound comes down off of Chad Carter. Picked up by Reynolds. He'll pull up for the Minutemen. And it's good. So the Devils got good defense, but the rebound comes down to Liberty. And it's 14-11. Shannon pressured. Wendell takes the pass as he's double-teamed. Cross-court to Shoemaker, and they beat the pressure into the forecourt. Liberty making Gate City earn its keep tonight. Shovel pass off to Shannon Carter on the baseline as he's triple-teamed. Looks for help, kicks it out to Chad. On the wing, Wendell thought about the three, but he'll kick it out. Nearly thrown away. Let's see, was it tipped? Chad picks it up on the backcourt as it was tipped. Kicks it over in the corner. Wendell's open. He'll spot up from 3. It's up, and it's good. And the Devils have tied the game at 14. And the Minutemen into the forecourt. Wendell Jones now 29 trays on the season. Outside the arc, Reynolds directs the offense, and they beat the man inside. A beautiful pass in the interior. Brian Long was wide open. Liberty leads by 2. First points of the game for Long. Into the forecourt, Shannon Carter will bring it across the state of Virginia, painted on the floor here, as the Devil fans roaring for a foul on the far side. Here's Wendell shooting the 3, his second in a row, and the Devils lead for the first time in the game. It's 17-16. Wendell Jones has 6 points. He had 5 3-pointers in a game earlier this season against Virginia High. Outside the arc, this wing, it's Greg Reynolds as the junior looks inside. He was number 3 on the team in scoring. He got past Carter off the glass and good. Nice movement by Greg Reynolds as he has 8 of the 18 points for the Minutemen, who lead by 1. Bounce pass to Shoemaker, nearly knocked away, and they'll say last touch. And it was Greg Reynolds driving in there to knock the ball away. And the Gate City Blue Devils will substitute Chad Beasley into the game. Jason Haynes goes to the bench. Zach Page is also in, as let's see who else came out. Might have been Wendell Jones. Wendell will stay in there as Chad Carter has come out of the game. So Wendell now directing, actually it is Zach Page now directing the offense, the senior for Gate City. Looks to Wendell and finally gives off to Shannon Carter, who wants him to clear out on the right side, and he'll now bring it left. Top of the circle, kicks it off to Wendell on the wing. He wants to go inside to Beasley, who's played very well in the postseason. Shoemaker kicks it off to Shannon, fakes, he'll drive inside, pull up from 6 feet, rolls out no good, and we have a foul with the back, and it's called on Gate City. It'll be team foul 2 on the Blue Devils, and it's whistled on maybe, let's see, it's going to be Chad Beasley or Josh Shoemaker. They'll call it on Shoemaker. It'll be his first. Team foul 2. It's 18-17 in favor of Liberty. 4:48 to play in the second quarter. Minutemen into the forecourt. This is J.J. Coles. Liberty lost in the Seminole District Tournament as the shot goes in over top of Shoemaker. Beautiful running jump shot by Coles, and it's again a 3-point lead for the Minutemen. As they pressure in the backcourt, Carter picks up his dribble, gives off to Shoemaker, head fake, and finally he'll cross into the forecourt as he is played tight by Mike Padgett. They're clearing out. Beasley comes out to help. He'll take it outside the perimeter, looks inside, finds Wendell cutting, and it's off his hands and picked up by the Minutemen. Here comes Ridgway down the floor, middle of the lane, kicks it off to the left, back to the middle, and a scoop shot goes in. What a marvelous play by Greg Reynolds. He is eating the Devils alive. He's got 10 in the first half, and a steal in the backcourt. They threw the ball away, and a foul called. Chad Beasley hacking at J.J. Coles, and the ball game suddenly taking a spin for Liberty as they clear things out underneath. 10 points in the first half for Greg Reynolds. And it will be to the line. J.J. Coles, a 5'10" junior, shooting a pair. Reynolds on the season averaging 11 points and 5 assists. And he's got 10 in the first half. His backcourt mate, that's J.J. Coles to the line. Coles on the season averaging about 10 points. Here's the first toss, and it's good. Minutemen lead by 6. It's 23-17. Devils had led by 1, but since then Liberty is on a 7-0 run. Here's the second toss. It's up and good. Liberty playing fine basketball here in the first half as the Devils trail by 7. Shoemaker running the baseline, looks for help as the Minutemen pressuring all over the floor now. Shannon Carter takes it, gives it off to Chad Carter, and he'll give it off to Shoemaker, and he traveled to the ball. Let's see, he did, as he came down a bit awkwardly and took a stutter step, and it goes to the Minutemen ahead by 7. And Greg Irvin trying to keep the wheels on the wagon for his team here with 3:56 to play in the first half. Devils have not lost to a Virginia team in 47 games. Their only losses, except to Blacksburg in the regional play a year ago, have been the Tennessee teams as Shoemaker got a hand on the ball, and good for Gate City because open down low on the baseline was Greg Reynolds. The guards are really burning Gate City tonight because they're able to get open on the baseline. Coles will take it and kick it in. Gets it into Reynolds. Looks outside, and he gets out to Ridgway. Over on the far wing, this is Paget. He'll shoot the three. It's going to be an air ball, and Wendell Jones blocks out and allows it to go out of bounds. Devils trail by 7. It's 24-17 with 3:36 to play in the first half. And Shannon Carter races into the forecourt, lost the handle, but picked it up in front of the Liberty bench. He's double-teamed, looking for help as they're hacking all over him. Gets it off to Wendell Jones. And Wendell outside the arc. Was he fouled? No. They'll say he stepped on the baseline. Superb defense that time by Greg Reynolds as he had pinned Wendell on the baseline. And they'll say he stepped on the sideline, and it goes to Liberty. 3:34 to play in the 3:24 to play in the first half. Schrader again out of the game. As back into the contest is Brian Long for the Minuteman of Liberty, 6'2" senior. It's 24-17. Devils trailing Liberty. And they throw it cross court. Here's another three-pointer. It's up by Ridgway, and it's good. He's got a pair of trays in the game. And Chris Ridgway, the sophomore, has put Liberty ahead by 10, their biggest margin of the game. Shoemaker off to Chad Carter. Chad will bring it into the forecourt, splits a defender, gets it off to Wendell on the wing. Kicks it out to Chad. As Liberty's just playing exceptional defense on the inside, they'll say that Haynes was undercut. They're going to call it on 34, and that's Brian Long. It'll be number 1 on Long, and team foul 4 on the Minutemen. Devils were ahead by 1, but since then Liberty has outscored Gate City 11 to nothing over the last 2 minutes. More substitutions for Liberty, as I don't believe there are too many players, if any, who have not come off the bench for Liberty. Shannon Carter pulls up. It's no good, and the rebound knocked away from Gate City. Liberty in transition. It's a 3-on-2. Bounce pass stolen away. Chad Carter. Devils the other way. 3-on-1. Chad will go all the way, and he's hammered from behind, and it is going to be called on Long as Chad Carter took a hard shot and went to the floor, and he will shoot a pair. It's very, very physical out there. And that is number 2 called on 34 of the Minutemen, Brian Long. Into the game for Liberty, 24, Robert Carson. And also into the game for Gate City, Zach Page. Fatigue is definitely going to be a concern for the Blue Devils. The Minutemen are used to rotating a good 11 strong from the bench. Gate City has gone with a core rotation of 8 all season, so it'll be interesting to see if the Blue Devils can keep the stamina for all 4 quarters. And the first toss is up and good for Chad Carter, and the senior for Gate City has pulled the Blue Devils within 9. Chad on the year averaging 7.6, shooting 72.7% from the line, and he makes them both. It's 27-19 in favor of Liberty. Down the floor, this is Carson, kicks it over in the wing. Eventually, the ball is in the hands of Arrington. Carson driving near wing. Zach Page plays on him. They kick it out high. Long had it, now in the hands of Reynolds for the Minutemen. As Gate City plays in a man-to-man set with 2.5 to play in the first half. Over on the far wing, ball is in the hands of Paget. Kicks it out high, Arrington on the near wing. Reynolds down low. They shovel pass off. Wide open jump shot, no good from the baseline, and Shannon Carter takes it down. It was taken by 32, Paget, and Shannon gives it off to his cousin Chad into the forecourt as the Minutemen now play a much looser defense than they did moments ago, not pressuring in the full court. Page on the wing. He'll drive and lost the handle on the inside, and a reach-in foul called on the Minutemen. It'll be number 6 as a team, and it's whistled on Greg Reynolds, and that will be number 2 on Reynolds, the 5'10" junior, and he will immediately go to the bench of head coach Mark Hanks, and into the game back in there is Steven Schrader. He is a 6'4" senior, as we said, the top scorer for this team. At one point in the season, Liberty, an outstanding defensive team, did not have a player in the top 15 in scoring in the Seminole District. That changed later on in the year as they started to put the points on the board with the pressure defense. Chad Carter kicks it in. Shannon off a screen, pulls up, and it rattles in. Gate City is familiar with this arena. The Devils play here against Virginia High at least once every year. Shannon Carter, his first points of the second quarter. He's got 6 in the game. Devils trail by 6. On the far wing, Arrington lost the handle and brings it back out, and he lobs it. And again, a man open. This time it's Paget. He shoots. He misses, but the tip in is up and good as the Devils didn't block out. It was Coles who tipped it up and in. He's now got 8 in the game. Into the forecourt, Shannon all the way. Glides, and he missed the shot. Schrader with defense. Minutemen into the forecourt. They've got the numbers. It's 3-on-2, and they'll kick it out over on the far wing. Coles with the basketball. He'll pull up from 22, and it's no good. Rebound, Zach Page of Gate City. Devils trail by 8. It's 29-21. A minute 18 to play in the second quarter. And this has been a back-and-forth game in terms of the intensity up and down the floor. Zach with a no-look pass off to Chad Carter as he draws the defense on the far wing of Raymond Arrington. Shoemaker gives off to Shannon on the baseline. A lot of hand-checking going on. It's a physical style they play up in Region 3. They give it to Shannon. Comes off a screen. He'll go up over Schrader. Shoots no good. Rebound Shoemaker on the inside, and he's fouled before he went up. It'll be team foul 7, so it will at least be free throws upcoming for the sophomore Josh Shoemaker of Gate City. The foul is called on the inside. Looks like it's called on 34, Brian Long. If so, that is his third. Number 7 as a team for Liberty, and that will bring Long out of the game as he is replaced by Ridgway back in there. And Josh Shoemaker to the free throw line for Gate City. The sophomore who played quarterback for the Blue Devil football team averaged 6.4 points a game this season in his reserve role as the top 6 man, shooting 55.2% from the line this season. Here's the first toss, the front end of the 1+1, no good, and Ridgway, who just checked in, garners the rebound. Devils still trail by 8. 48 seconds to play in the first half. And the Minutemen will slow the pace down somewhat. Ball is in the hands of J.J. Coles. He'll kick it over to the far side as Mike Paget handles it and gives it off to Ridgway now. And he'll give it off back to Coles as he runs some motion on the perimeter with 29 seconds to play in the first half. It's 29-21. Devils have won 11 straight, but they trail by 8 here in the first half as Liberty has played a fine defensive effort. Out high, ball is in the hands of Carson. Robert Carson for the Minutemen with 14 seconds to play. Kicked it off his foot, but it's picked up by Paget. Just a step outside the free throw, or actually the half-court line with 7 seconds left. Driving Coles as he might have gotten away with a palming violation. No call, the shot no good. Rebound comes down to Shoemaker, and that is the end of the first half. And what an intense one it was. Gate City had taken a 1-point lead early on in the first quarter, but Liberty rallies, and at the halftime intermission, it is the Liberty Minutemen 29, Gate City 21 in the quarterfinals of the Group AA tournament. I hope you'll come back with us for the exciting conclusion of this one, as this is Big Blue Basketball on STE Cablevision Channel 30. We are at halftime of the Virginia High School League Group AA tournament quarterfinal game between Gate City and Liberty. And at the end of the first 2 quarters, it's the Minutemen out of Region 3, the runners-up in the Region 3 tournament, 29, and the Gate City Blue Devils, the Region 4 tournament champions, 21. Looking at the scoring for both teams, let's begin with Gate City, led by Shannon Carter and Wendell Jones, 6 points each for those 2 players, followed by Jason Haynes with 4, Chad Carter with 2, Josh Shoemaker with 2, and Chad Beasley with 1. For the Minutemen of Liberty, they were paced in the first half with 10 points on the part of Greg Reynolds. J.J. Coles, another guard, junior guard tandem for the Liberty Minutemen. Coles had 8, 6 points for sophomore Chris Ridgway, a 5'11" guard who came off the bench to bury a pair of three-pointers, one in the first and one in the second. 2 points for Liberty's number 24, Robert Carson, a freshman guard. Also scoring for the Minutemen, number 34, that's Brian Long. He had 2, and also 1 point for Steven Schrader, who came into the game averaging 13 points in the regular season. He's bolstered that up to about 20 into the postseason. He was the top scorer for the Minutemen. He only has 1, but it's worked out well for Liberty as the visitors tonight have an 8-point lead. Again, this is P.J. Grinsell. So glad to have you along with us. Our producer and our videographer tonight is Gwen Lane. And we'd like to remind you this is Big Blue Basketball on STE Cablevision Channel 30. We'd also like to say hello to the folks watching this broadcast live in the auditorium and outside of the gymnasium here at the Bearcat Den in Bristol. Beautiful facility, and the Blue Devils playing here by virtue of this being a large neutral court close to their own home playing court. The Region 3 runners-up tonight, Region 4 runner-up, Christiansburg, is on the road tonight as they have gone to Salem to play Roanoke Northside. Greg Irvin of Gate City, Mark Hanks of Liberty. These two men, former assistant coaches with Pat Burns of Pulaski County, so they know each other well, and neither one really anticipated or really looked forward to meeting the other in the playoffs, but so far it's Hanks, who has been at Liberty about 5 or 6 years now, who's gotten the better of the score in the first half, 29-21. Again, the winner of this game will advance to the Final Four of Group AA, and they'll play a week from now at the Vine Center on the campus of Liberty University in the Final Four. And the Minutemen start the second half with a no-good three-point shot taken by Reynolds, and the Blue Devils come down with the rebound. This is Wendell Jones, the senior for Gate City. Devils start the second half with Jones, Shannon Carter, Chad Carter, Jason Haynes, and Josh Shoemaker. Wendell lost the handle outside the arc near side, dumps it down to Haynes, drives to the interior and lays it up. That's where Gate City has its advantage, is on the inside, and Haynes now has 6 points in the game. And the Devils trail by 6. It's 29-23. Down low, Schrader takes it off the glass and good. So the big man for the Minutemen now has 3 in the game. And again, Liberty pressures in the backcourt. Carter drives. He'll pick up his dribble, give off to Chad, as again, they're not making a lot of progress. Finally do cross the stripe. The pressure defense, the best Gate City has seen all year. Shannon double-teamed in the corner. He'll work it outside the arc. Cross-court pass, Wendell in the corner. Didn't get the screen he wants. Instead, dumps it off to Shannon. He'll drive, scoop it off the glass, no good. And Shoemaker the rebound. He puts it up, no good. And it's blocked out of bounds by the Minutemen. Gate City wanting a foul called on the inside, but none coming from the officials on the baseline. It's 31-23. Minutemen have led by 8 for about the last 5 minutes of the game, going back to the second quarter. They get it into Shoemaker, had the ball knocked away. He shovels it out to Shannon Carter. Shannon looks on the inside, and they're really bumping down low, and they're going to call the foul on the inside on Mike Paget as he had hooked Shoemaker on Paget of the Minutemen. That'll be number 1 for him. Paget's a 6'2" senior for Liberty. It's 31-23. Devils trailing the Minutemen out of Region 3. Liberty played in the Seminole District in the regular season. Gate City won the Highlands Crown, won the Highlands Tournament, and won Region 4. Wendell Jones takes the inbound, shovels it down to Haynes, and he had the shot blocked into the hands of Carter. Shannon drives off the glass, no good, and there's a foul called on the inside. It'll be number 3 of the game of the second half, and it's called on 32, and that is Paget, who has just picked up his second. It'll actually be the second of the second half for the Minutemen of Liberty, and it sends Shannon Carter to the free throw line for the first time in this game. Shannon hitting 77% of his shots from the free throw line this season. Here's the toss, it's up and good. He's got 7 in the game. Devils trail by 7. Over the last 2 games, Shannon Carter has now made 32 of 37 free throws in his last 3 games combined, including this one. Devils trail by 6. On the near wing, ball is in the hands of St. Clair, starting forward for the Minutemen. Out high they go to Greg Reynolds. He had 10 points in the first half. He looks to go back to St. Clair. Instead, kicks it out high to Paget. He has Shannon Carter on him. Down low, turning around, shooting. The shot is good. It was Steve Schrader. And Schrader has come out strong here in the second half. He's got 5, and the Minutemen again lead by 8. It's 33-25. Shoemaker double-teamed in the backcourt, tosses it up to Shannon, and they're going to call... I guess they called 10 seconds. I couldn't see what the call was. Perhaps 5 seconds on Shoemaker. 6:08 to play in the third. The Minutemen take over the Possession of the ball, 33-25. They lead by 8. Ball is in the hands of J.J. Coles against this man-to-man set played by Gate City. He draws the defense of Wendell Jones outside the arc on the left side. Kicks it out high, St. Clair. Reynolds gets it down low, Schrader. He draws a double team. Back to Reynolds. Drives the paint. Pulls up on the run. Off the glass and good. Reynolds has 12 in the game, and the Minutemen build the lead back to 10. 5:41 to play in the third. Shannon races into the forward court, shovels it off to Shoemaker. Josh bounce past Shannon, drives the baseline, spins, goes in, off the glass, no good. Rebound tapped in. It may have been off of Liberty. We'll give it to Shannon Carter, who's now got 10 in the game. But actually, it looked like it was Liberty. Actually, 12 in the game now for Shannon Carter. Devils down 35-27. On the far wing, Reynolds lobs it inside on the baseline. Paget pinned as they kick it out top. Schrader drives. Actually, this is St. Clair off the glass, and there's a charge. Will they count the basket? There's a charge on St. Clair. Let's see if they count the basket. No basket. No basket, the official says, as St. Clair came charging through there, and the block taken, couldn't tell who it was. It was either Chad Carter or Shannon Carter or Wendell Jones, one of those three. And on St. Clair, that'll be number 1. It's 3 as a team now on Liberty, and the Blue Devils trailing by 8. It's 35-27. Chad double team, looking. He's going to have to hurry. Finally does shovel it off to Wendell, and that's 10 seconds. And the second time in as many possessions down the floor, the Devils call for a 10-second violation. And Greg Irvin wants timeout. We'll pause here as well, and even 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. It's 35-27. Liberty on top of Gate City. This is Big Blue Basketball on STE Cablevision Channel 30. Five minutes to play in the third quarter. The score is 35-27 in favor of Liberty. And the Minutemen will have the ball on the far side. It'll be triggered in by 32, Mike Paget. The Minutemen have gone with a pretty steady rotation of 5. The only player off the bench so far here in the second half into the game now is Chris Ridgway, the sophomore who had the pair of three-pointers in the first half. And the Devils again play man-to-man as they go with the same 5 they had on the floor to start the second half. Out high, Reynolds. As he has the ball, Chad Carter faces up on him in this man-to-man set. Ridgway will drive in the lane, pull up on the run. No, he dishes it off to Reynolds down low. Shot by Paget, blocked from behind. Shannon Carter got a hand on it. Shoemaker quickly up the floors. The Devils have been caught for 10 seconds on their last 2 trips. Shoemaker drives. The ball's knocked away. Paget shovels it in to Ridgway. And the Minutemen in transition, 3-on-2. Ridgway pass left side. Reynolds off the glass. And the Minutemen lead by 10. Reynolds now with 14 in the game. He's the high scorer so far. Shannon moves it into the forecourt. Devils trail by 10. Their season in jeopardy. Wendell from 3. It's up and it rolls out. Shoemaker with the rebound. He goes up strong. Off the glass, no good. Rebound too hard for Shoemaker. Last touch by Liberty. And it will be Gate City basketball on the baseline. And the Devils look winded. And of course, it's been a tough defensive ball game as Liberty has applied great pressure. And the Devils with perhaps their sternest test since they trailed by 8 with 2 minutes to play against Abingdon. Haynes outside Chad. He'll shoot the 3. It's no good. Rattles off and the rebound comes down to the Minutemen in the hands of Schrader. It's 37-27. Liberty on top of Gate City. No look pass down low. The pass taken. Man, it's scored. It's Brian Long. A beautiful no look pass from J.J. Coles. Long has 4. Devils down by 12. Shannon double team. Kicks it off to Wendell. Chad outside the arc. Kicks it back to Shoemaker. Shannon pulls up from 18 and it's good. He was open for a second and Shannon Carter now has 8 in the second half. Outside the arc, Ridgway with the ball. Devils again playing man-to-man. It's 39-29. Liberty by 10. Here's the shot from the outside. No good. Rebound. Long had it knocked away, and it's last touched by Liberty. They'll say it's off the hands of 34, Brian Long, as he was battling for the basketball down low with Shoemaker and also Haynes. 3:20 to play in the third quarter. It's 39-29 as Shoemaker brings it across midcourt stripe for the Blue Devils. As he is defended out there by Long, Brian Long, number 34. Shoemaker still with the dribble, kicks it off to the point guard for Gate City. This group of seniors, what a remarkable job they've done over the past 3 years as the pass skips off the hands of Shannon Carter as he was a bit too far on the inside and the pass led him a little bit too much to the baseline. 3:01 then counting down here in the third quarter. It's 39-29. The Blue Devils on the season averaging 67.6 a game as they only have 29 with 2:50 to play in the third. Still plenty of time left, though, as Ridgway with the ball spins around Carter, looks on the inside. Devils trying to close down the easy baskets on the interior. Schrader had the shot blocked by Haynes. Got his own rebound, kicks it out high to Ridgway. He draws the defense of Carter, drives, shoots over Shoemaker, bounces, and rolls in. The rims have been kind to the Minutemen so far. Ridgway's got 8 in the game. Chad into the forecourt. He is triple teamed as he looks for help, kicks it off to Shoemaker. Shannon on the wing. Devils down 41-29. Haynes spins, he scores, and he's fouled. On the inside, it may be Schrader. And Jason Haynes draws the Devils within 10. For the 6'7" junior, he's got 8 points in the contest. And it draws Gate City within 41-31. And Haynes will go to the line to shoot 1. To try to complete the 3-point play. Haynes on the year hitting 56.5%. He was 8th in the league in scoring. He averages 12.7 a game. Here's the toss. It's no good. Rebounds to Schrader of Liberty. It's a 10-point lead for the Minutemen from Bedford, Virginia. 2:08 to play in the third quarter. Cross court, Ridgway is open. He shoots the 3, and it's good. He is a perfect 3 for 3 from the outside. He's got 11 in the game for the sophomore, and it's a 13-point lead for Liberty. Shannon pulls up on the shot blocked, and he's fouled by Schrader as well. That'll be number 3 called on Steven Schrader of the Minutemen, and the 6'4" senior. Let's see if they keep him in the game. That's the 15th foul called on Liberty here in the second half. 1:52 to play in the third. Substitution for the Minutemen. It's 32 Mike Paget as Schrader will sit with those 3 fouls. Gate City is yet to commit a foul in the second half. 1:52 to play in the third. Beasley will check in for Gate City. Chad Beasley, the sophomore, 6'5", replaces Haynes in the middle. And Shannon Carter to the line for Gate City. He's a perfect 2 for 2. Here's the toss. It's up and no good. "12 points in the game for Shannon Carter. Devils down by 13. The second toss is up and good. 44-32 in favor of Liberty. Here's J.J. Coles. He's played the entire third quarter so far for Liberty as the Minutemen have gone with a steady rotation. Out high, Reynolds with the basketball. Draws the defense of Chad Carter, top of the circle. Kicks it left side. J.J. Coles with Bo Hartsock into the game against him. He'll drive, shoot. It's no good. I mean, there was a pushing foul, perhaps in the act of shooting. It is called on Bo Hartsock. They'll say he got a hand on the shooter for Liberty, as it may have been Coles. Let's see who will go to the line. Actually, they may call it before the shot, and that is the call. Hartsock with his first foul. First one on Gate City as well, and Coles will trigger it in. Looking. Finally does get it into the game. This is Ryan Stevens as he kicks it out. Ridgway for 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Shannon Carter. Devils trail by 12, 44-22. Shannon all the way, goes by a man, lays it up and in. Back to defend was Chris Ridgway, and Shannon Carter went right by him. J.J. Coles, Minutemen up by 10 on the near wing. Ball's in the hands of Stevens. As he travels with the ball, he was going to pass. He decided to keep it, and his momentum carried him forward one step too far. And just as quick as he had come out of the game, Greg Reynolds was back in there to replace Ryan Stevens. Devils trail by 10, 44-34. Gate City has led only one time in this game. It was back in the second quarter. Since then, Liberty has controlled the momentum, but the Devils trying to rally here in the final 1:03 and left in the third quarter. Bo Hartsock, the senior for Gate City, bounce pass to Beasley. He's double-teamed, puts the shot up. It's no good. Rebound tapped into the hands of Shoemaker. Wild shot off the glass, no good. Comes down to the Minuteman, and the traveling call is whistled on 32, Mike Paget, as he garnered the ball and then fell to the floor. And my, what a physical game it has become underneath. Josh Shoemaker will trigger it in with 51 seconds to play. Looking, and he just does beat the count. Gets it into Zach Page with 50 seconds to play. Devils trail 44-34, and they threw the ball away. And it's picked up by Ridgway in the backcourt. He'll spin and go in for the layup. He shoots no good over Beasley. Rebound comes down to Coles. He dishes off on the baseline, and there is a player hurt on the inside. It's Ridgway, as there are bodies laying everywhere on the inside, and this one is close to getting out of hand. Ridgway is okay, and that's very good to see. He's had a fine game so far. Chris Ridgway the sophomore for Liberty, will go to the bench, but we certainly hope he's okay as he comes a little bit shaken to the sideline. What a great game for him as he has 11 points. 10-point lead for Liberty. Devils trying to rally here. 37 seconds to play in the third. And J.J. Coles triggers it in. No-look pass. Reynolds gets it out high. Arrington into the game. Gives it off to Coles, and they may try for one with 31 seconds to play in the third. Irvin calls out the close-fisted defense from the Gate City sideline. And the ball knocked away. Bo Hartsock all the way, and he lays it up and in, and it goes in. Devils trail by 8. 44-36. Bo Hartsock is into the scoring column, his first two. And what a big bucket for the senior. 12 seconds to play. Devils trying for a defensive stand. Coles between the legs dribble. He'll drive, pulls up, shovels it inside. A shot no good by Paget. Rebound Gate City. Shoemaker with 1 second heaves it up, and it's no good. But Gate City rallies at the end of the third, and they cut into the lead. With 1 quarter of play, one of these teams will go to Liberty to be in the Final Four. At the end of 3 complete, here at Virginia High School, it is Liberty 44, Gate City 36. Come back with us for the exciting conclusion, as this is Big Blue Basketball on STE Cablevision Channel 30. One of these two teams may be 8 minutes away from the end of the season, and one of the teams will be going to Lynchburg. Right now, Gate City trailing Liberty 44-36. We get ready for the fourth quarter, and the ball comes into Zach Page. The lineup for Gate City: Zach Page, Bo Hartsock, Jason Haynes. As he's triple teamed, turns and shoots over Schrader. He's bumped, no call. He gets his own rebound, shovels it out. Shoemaker from 3, it's up. It's no good. Rebound Shannon Carter. He'll take it off the glass. Rolls off. Haynes with the rebound, and he's fouled on the way up. As the shots just are not going for the Blue Devils. Down by 8, but Haynes will go to the line as they're battling down low. And let's see upon whom that foul was called. Schrader had 3. Let's see if it's called on him. If it is, it's his 4th. They do call it on the 6'4" senior for Liberty. He has 4 fouls in the game. And let's see, will he go to the bench? He will indeed, as Mark Hanks summons his senior top scorer to the bench with 7:43 to play in the fourth. It's 44-36. Jason Haynes, the 6'7" junior for Gate City, to the line. Jason went 8 in the game. He missed his only free throw so far. The toss is up, and it's no good. Gate City had improved dramatically in the free throw shooting department. The Devils hit 62% in the regular season. In the postseason, they're hitting 74% coming into this game. Here's the second toss for Haynes. It's up, and it's no good. Long rebound comes down to the Minutemen, so the Devils squander an opportunity to gain some ground, and Liberty pushes it into the forecourt. Down by 8 is Gate City. Ball is in the hands of Reynolds. Devils fighting for their lives here in the Group AA quarterfinals. Ball's in the hands of Arrington, knocked away. Bo Hartsock, his second consecutive steal. Shovel pass to Shannon. He goes all the way, lays it up, and it rolls off no good. He missed the finger roll, and a foul called on the missed shot, and it'll be whistled on the Blue Devils, called on Bo Hartsock of Gate City, his second. Devils had the opportunity, but missed the layup. That is team foul number 3 called on Gate City in the second half. Number 2 it will be, so 6 fouls called on Liberty, 2 on Gate City. Devils down by 8, making a game of it here in the fourth quarter. Bo Hartsock has played very well here in the fourth. Out high, ball's in the hands of Long. He'll shovel it off to Arrington, draws the defense of Shoemaker on the far wing. This is J.J. Coles for Liberty. He has Bo Hartsock on him. Man-to-man defensive set, and we have a foul away from the ball as the Devils, one of the Blue Devil players, fighting through a screen. It's called on Josh Shoemaker of Gate City. And that is number 2 on Shoemaker. The Minutemen have utilized the screens to perfection tonight to find open shooters. Long looks to shovel it in. He does to J.J. Coles. Bo Hartsock on him. 44-36 as it's getting physical. Coles drives, and he's hacked by Hartsock, and Bo has just picked up his third. 6:52 to play in the fourth. It's 44-36 in favor of Liberty. And Bo Hartsock comes to the sideline to talk things over with Greg Irvin. The lineup on the floor for Gate City: Hartsock is in there, Zach Page is in there, Shannon Carter, Josh Shoemaker, as well as Jason Haynes. And it was an active shooting foul, so J.J. Coles to the free throw line for Liberty. His team up by 8, 6:52 to play in the fourth quarter. Chad Carter will check in at the next available moment. And the free throw is up and good by Coles. First points of the second half for J.J. Coles, the junior guard for the Minutemen. And the second one good as well. 10 points for Coles. Devils down by 10. Shannon into the forecourt. Lost the handle. Picks it up. Shoots from 18. No good. Rebound comes down to the Minutemen as they're beating the Devils to the boards now. Pass into the front court. Ball is in the hands of Reynolds. He'll kick it out high. Devils trying to stage a rally here. Down by 10 as the Minutemen have the ball. They kick it around the perimeter. Reynolds wants to go down low. Instead out high. Paget fakes off his man. He'll drive to the hoop. It's no good. Rebound Haynes. And Jason will kick it out. Devils down by 10. 6:20 to play in the fourth quarter. Ball knocked away. Beautiful play there by Long. 3-on-2. Ridgway pass. Gives it off in the lane. Reynolds shot blocked, and there's a foul called on Shoemaker in the paint. And the tenacious full court defense of Liberty has been the answer. Devils trying to solve the equation put together there by Mark Hanks, and his team has done a great job. Devils trail by 10. It's 46-36. And 2 shots upcoming here for Greg Reynolds of the Minutemen of Liberty. Gate City's previous lowest scoring outing of the year was a 51-43 win February 1st at J.J. Kelly. Here's the toss up and good by Reynolds. Minutemen lead by 11. Reynolds has 15 in the game. Here's the second toss for the junior guard. It rolls off, no good. Rebound Shoemaker of Gate City. Kicks it off to Shannon Carter. Devils down by 11. 6 minutes to play in the game and possibly in the season. Blue Devils under Irvin trying to rally here in the fourth. Shoemaker gives it off to Wendell Jones. Tight defense by the Minutemen. They want to go inside to Haynes. He'll set a screen for Carter. Shannon will drive in the paint. Pulled up. Goes to the basket. It rolls off. Weak side, no good. Shannon, his own rebound, puts it up. No good, but he drew contact from behind. And Shannon Carter will go back to the line to shoot 2. That'll be team foul 7 called on Liberty. And it is whistled on number 32 of the Minutemen, and that is Mike Paget. And Paget has his third. Wendell Jones out of the game. Zach Page back in as Irvin goes with a defensive substitution. And Shannon Carter back to the line for Gate City. Here's the toss up, and it's good for the senior. 16 points for Shannon Carter. He averages 25.1 in the season. Here's the second toss. It's good. He's got 17 in the game. Devils trailed now by 9. 5:47 to play in the contest. Reynolds pass over to Ridgway. He's fouled on the way up, and he'll shoot a pair as the violation committed by Zach Page of Gate City, I believe. It is called on Zach, and that'll be number 1 on him. Wendell Jones will check back in for the offensive unit for Gate City. And let's see. His team foul 6, by the way, on Gate City. 5:42 to play in the game.